Let's make a peach Tarte Tatin. Or let's try to make this video. One way or the other. Y'all, I'm in long sleeve today. I've been cold. I know that sounds a little crazy. We're going to put this there. Alright, you want 5 medium peaches. Skin on, sliced, and pitted. I cut it into one of these. I thought I did. So I will do that, and I will be back. Okay, y'all. I was supposed to do this first, but you know, whatever works. And it's chilly right now. I might have to give it a minute to warm up. Lay your puff pastry out for a second. I mean, not for a long time. You don't want it to get soft, but you got to be able to roll it out without breaking it. And then take either a plate or something like this and some parchment paper and just lay it out. While we work with this other stuff. And then grab yourself a fork and prick it all over. Then you're going to put it back in the fridge while we work on this tartine. I didn't know they actually had a tartetatin pan, and I don't have one of those, so we're going to use a regular skillet and make it work. Okie dokie, y'all. This recipe says 1/8 teaspoon, but that's kind of annoying to me. But, I mean, let me show y'all. I'm sure you know you're cooked. That's 1/8 teaspoon. Why even bother? I'm going to use a 1/4. I mean, you look at that and I even think, why even bother? Actually, I'm not going to use one. We're just going to shake it. We're going to put a little bit of ground ginger. Sprinkle some across the top. That's a preference thing. Same thing with cinnamon. To your liking. But I can give you a measurement if you wanted me to. That was 1/4 teaspoon. It's supposed to be a 1/4 teaspoon. And then this is the nutmeg. I will measure it because it's not my favorite spice, but I'll do it in here. We'll do a 1/4 teaspoon instead of an 1/8. Lord, I got a song stuck in my head, and I don't even know the song. I'm fixing to have to make Alexa play it, so I'll stop singing it. I'll be back. Salt. Sprinkle of salt. Then you want a teaspoon of lemon. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to add some more cinnamon. Whoop. Rinse my hands. Let me rinse my hands. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more because I love it. It's good for you. I'm supposed to say those are kind of preference things. Now to the next step, which is pretty simple, really. Then we're going to take about 1/2 cup of brown sugar. That's got about a tablespoon of regular sugar in it. Put it over in our pan. We just want this to melt. Melt our sugar. A lump of brown sugar. You're just going to stir that around until that sugar melts. After it melts, give it 3-4 minutes or so. Now it's starting to get hot enough to get. I'll pause it so it doesn't take up all the video. Now you can see it looks kind of like little lumps. We're still waiting on it to turn to liquid. You can use brown sugar like I did, or you can use regular white granulated sugar, either or. Now we're starting to get there. I need to go to a medium heat. I got this on high. I want it to melt, not burn. Get all those little pieces to dissolve, and I'll throw butter in there. Then we're going to add 1/4 cup of butter. And vanilla bean paste, except for I don't have that, so we're going to use regular vanilla. Let me get that off my... all that goodie in there. Want it all in there. All right, and here comes our butter. Turn that way down. Cut the heat. That's almost good. Butter not good. Now let's cut that heat. Not a ton of sugar in this recipe. 1/2 cup. Let's throw that banana in there. Okay. Now then, let's put our peaches in here. Let me do that and I'll be back. Well, I don't think that button mashed. But it's pretty thick. I should make it a little thinner. Oh, how pretty will this be? Beautiful. You're beautiful. Come on, sing to my pie. I guess I might as well leave y'all here and watch me try to cram this in here. I don't know if I can. You probably can't over cram it. It has to fall out pretty. Let's try this. What if I go up? If it don't fall out pretty, it'll still be yummy to eat, won't it? But the goal is to get it to come out pretty too. Let's see what happens. 4 was plenty. It had 5, and I've got 4 with peaches left over here. I can see that now. That's not exactly even, so try to fix that. Darn it. Just like that. We actually got a few we can just pick up and eat. I'm not going to complain about that. Now I'm going to take a handful of sugar, just a little bit, not a ton. I say a handful, but I'm not going to put that much. And I'm just going to sprinkle just a tiny bit across some peaches. Let's put this over here to do it. I think it'd be easier. And you're going to take your puff pastry that you've poked your holes. Let me do some more. You know, that really looks like it goes through, and it really does not. You really got to poke. Because that didn't look like it went through the back layer very much. There's not a lot of air pockets on that side. Thicker than you think it is. Watch me get ugly. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. And we're just going to, I want to stretch this just a little bit before it hits that total heat. That's hot. That skillet's hot. Just that side. A little bit. This will have plenty of extra on. We'll just tear that off. Now y'all could get all fancy smancy with the edges. We'll see what we can make. If we can make them pretty. This is good pastry dough. Maybe I'll save it and make little pies with the rest of those peaches. You're just going to tuck it in here, really. That's all you really got to do. There's milk in our oven. Just like so. Look at this. I can roll it. We're going to give it a little extra. Kind of hard to hold it right now because it's super soft. The skillet's hot, so it's not like you're going to be. But I got to tell you, there's not many of them that are really pretty if you look at them. 2, you flip them upside down. I forget about that because this gets flipped upside down, so we really don't care what this part looks like. Alright, this is going in a 400-degree oven. Goes in for 20 minutes at 400. And then you turn it down to 350 for 10 to 15 minutes. I'm taking them leftover peaches and that leftover puff pastry and making them a puff pastry. I don't know what you call this. Dough ball. Let's mix up some whipping cream. That's a cup of heavy whipping cream. I've already chilled this bowl. Hope this will work today. 2 tablespoons of sugar. This is half tablespoon. A little bit of vanilla. Whoa, that's a lot of vanilla. My pieces on my towel. Catching my I'm gonna leave it go some more. Go over here and check it over. So that's a looking done. Let's go ahead and get this out. Oh yeah, it's way past time to get it out. Get busy with something else. And then I'm gonna let it sit about 5 minutes or so, 10 minutes cool off, and then we'll flip it. And here's our little other extra. I'll have to lay that behind me. It's too hot to lay on that wood. Look at there, don't waste the leftovers. Add me some butter on that, and that'll be our leftover. Well, this wasn't planned, but while I'm waiting on that to cool for 5 or 10 minutes so I can flip it out on a plate and finish this video. This is the simple supper we're going to have. I had a little bit of hamburger meat left over from that taco salad the other night. And I couldn't decide if I wanted to just open a can of sandwiches because I'm not in a very ambitious mood today. I'm running around a long sleeve, y'all, on a cold day. I mean, on a hot day. And Tim has been tired today. Although I've still got lots done. But I think they want macaroni and cheese and then just add the hamburger meat to it. So I think I'm just going to make them simple Kraft macaroni and cheese from some hamburger meat to put in it. I don't know. I might not use the powdered cheese because I'm not fond of that. I got some cheddar cheese. And I've got some pepper jack cheese. I think I'm out of mozzarella. I've got Gouda, Gruyere, Parmesan, pepper jack, cheddar. So we'll see. You can see why I want this to cool for a bit. Because I need to flip it out on something like that in order for me to flip it out and it look pretty on the top. And I don't need to be all wacky and burning myself trying to do it. So I'm going to let it cool off enough that I can handle that decently. Question for y'all. Who made the rule that you got to eat supper and then dessert? Like, I'm sitting here while I'm waiting for that to cool off, looking at what was left over, because that's going to make the best little peach pie. Thinking, why am I waiting on hamburger meat and macaroni when I could just eat? Because I'm not that hungry anyway. Does anybody else think that way? Why not just eat your dessert? And then you ain't got to worry about all those extra calories, like trying to eat supper and then dessert. Just eat your dessert. But I guess Toma needs the calories, so I'm going to make him the supper. That's why I'm not just eating the dessert. Okay, y'all, let's say a prayer. I got to figure out how I can get a hold to this, that, and the plate. Because it's not exactly cool. And I can't exactly... Oh boy. I'm not sure it's a good idea, but here It's still hot. Maybe I should wait. Because it's hard for me to handle it without a rag. Let's do it this way. Oh, God. Please don't spill out on my arm. And please come off correctly. Let's put it down. Pray over it. See what happens. Ah, not all of it come off. Look, part of it's stuck. Those few peaches. Hold on. We can fix that. This is just butter. So don't panic if that happens to you. It's fixable. It would probably be easier if you didn't eat what extras you had, because I demolished them. It may have been because I piled them on so heavy too. I'm not sure. Keep that in there. Oh, I dropped it. That's why. There's one right here. Okay. Oh my gosh, y'all, it's beautiful. After we've prayed over it and everything else. And then I'll get that Cool Whip. I don't know how pretty that is, but it tastes good. I'll tell you that. And we'll cut us a piece. Hang on. Let me hold this up here. I need to get a picture of that. Whoa. Don't dump it. Oh, she's pretty. I'm so excited. I made that. Hold on, y'all. Okay. I don't know where I just cut into it. I probably just messed it up because I cut into it somewhere. And then stopped to take a picture. We'll go this way. Ooh, that's hot. Still nice and hot. And then we got our homemade Cool Whip, and that's really yummy. After you eat that homemade, you don't want to eat a Cool Whip. It's whipping cream with a lot of vanilla in it. Just beautiful. Let me take a picture of it. That's going to melt before I can make a picture. Let me see if I can make one real fast. I'll have to do another. Let's just take a bite. And then I'll do another. And then I'll upload this so y'all can watch it. And you can make you one. If I can. I want a big bite. Big bite. Oh my goodness. What's not to love? Fresh peaches, puff pastry, homemade cream with vanilla flavoring. It's so good. Y'all make you some. Bye.